Welcome to Utah Natural Wellness. This is Kristin. I'm excited to report on my 30-day carnivore experience. Hey, I'm here with my friend Zia. We're about to go for a walk, so she's really excited, aren't you, Zia? We're going carnivore. I'm going carnivore for 30 days. A little challenge I'm doing to try out a new tool for my box. So initially I thought carnivore was insane. Just eating meat, knocking out all these nutritious plants was ridiculous. But as it turns out, I'm working with several people with autoimmune conditions, and one who I love in particular has reached a plateau in their healing. The AIP diet has done all it can do, and there's still issues that we're dealing with. And so in my research, I read something about the carnivore that made me think of it differently instead of just a meat gorge. I've heard it referred to as an extreme elimination diet, and that it can be therapeutic for people with autoimmune conditions that aren't that aren't responding to any other treatment. I know, we're gonna go, I'm almost done. And so I can't put a client or a friend or a loved one on a diet that I haven't tried myself, which is why I've done so many crazy things. I've done keto to raw vegan and everything in between. So I thought, all right, we've got to figure this out. So for 30 days, I'm eating carnivore. I'm going to be really thoughtful about it. I've been working on my strategy and researching. And so if you want to follow along and see how I do, I'm a little worried because I love my plants. I'm actually not a huge meat eater, so this will be interesting. Anyway, we'll share this journey with you, and I'll see you along the way. Bye. So I'm on day 3 of carnivore, and it's been a lot less dramatic than I expected. I expected explosions. I've had one small gurgle and that's it. I've expected to have no energy, and it's been the opposite. I've slept better. I don't know why. And here on day 3, I woke up with so much energy that I walked my daughter to school, came home, did a workout and a little extra before I started working, and had time left to run errands. So I don't know what's up with that, but now I don't have to try meth. So that's exciting. I'm bored of the food. I'm way under calories because you can only eat so much meat. So I'm only hitting like 1,000 to 1,200 calories a day. I'll have to tweak that with some more fat, I guess. And I miss my vegetables a lot. I dream about them. So I eat good in my sleep. And then the other thing that's surprising is my appetite's totally gone. So I'm used to high-veg keto and intermittent fasting. So I'm used to not having an appetite all the time. But here it is 3:30 and I haven't eaten anything today. I've only had water and salt. So I don't know what that's about, but hopefully that'll kick in again soon. And yeah, I'm still here. So catch you later. Enjoy your vegetables. It's day 8 of the carnivore challenge, and me and Zia are back here with another update for you. And I'm drinking a greenless smoothie, which is why she's showing so much interest. She didn't really like the green ones, did you? Yeah, everything I'm doing is so opposite of what I'm used to, but I'm surprisingly feeling really good. So 8 days in, and I've lost 10 pounds. I try not to emphasize that because I always say the first 10 is water weight and it comes off fast. You know, but you can't help but get a little bit excited about that. And my energy is still off the charts. It's the weirdest thing. I wake up, my eyes open, my alarm hasn't gone off, and I can't go back to sleep. And I'm the snooze bar queen. So that's a little crazy. And then it's sustained all day and I sleep wonderful at night. I'm not hungry still, so I'm eating a lot less. But what I do, it's nutritionally dense. It's yeah, really packed. Yeah, my digestion is totally like running smooth, no problems there, which was surprising. Overall, I mean, I'm eating meat and eggs and a little bit of dairy, like the smoothie has got fermented dairy in it, and things are going really well. If I don't get cravings, if I want something, it's because I miss the flavor or the texture of it. I'd love something crunchy. I'd love, you know, but I don't need it. Or I even went and volunteered at my daughter's Valentine's party, and it was candy up to your elbows. I was stringing donuts. None of it fazed me at all because I'm just really satiated all the time. And overall, my mood is just pretty chill and things are going really good, which is surprising to me and actually kind of frustrating because I kind of wanted this to fail so I could simply write it off. But the more I read about it and what I'm experiencing, I'm really intrigued. This isn't, it's not as simple as I thought it was, and there's more to know about carnivore. So diving deeper and staying the course, and I'll keep you updated. Talk to you later. Oh, Zia says goodbye. I'm on day 14 of carnivore and all dressed up to meet you. I just finished a workout and I thought, what's more honest than seeing me all gross and sweaty, right? I'm doing really well. In fact, I'm working out more than I did before carnivore. I thought it would be the opposite. I thought I'd be listless and lethargic and low energy, but I have more. I'm able to work out harder and longer. That's still not saying much. I'm very much a beginner still, but I'm making more progress physically than I was before, and I'm so excited by that. My appetite's still gone. I just got back from vacation, and I'd actually cook food for my friends and watch them eat it and not even care. Like, I'll catch you at dinner, I'm not hungry yet. So that was really interesting. I did cheat a little bit. I had some Rebel ice cream. I figured it's mostly eggs and cream, and that's animal products, right? But I think that might have slowed me down a little bit because it didn't feel good afterwards. But you know, it was vacation. We're being real, right? So the biggest surprise for me that I'd like to report today is my sleep. I still don't know the mechanism behind this, and I don't have an accurate tracker, just my Fitbit, but I'm getting less sleep than I did before because I wake up before my alarm goes off. And even on vacation, I was up late because, you know, girls trip, and up earlier than everybody else, and so less sleep. But I'm getting more deep sleep. Before, I couldn't even get half an hour in the deepest cycle, right? And I'd wake up so tired, and since I've started carnivore, I get about an hour and a half in that deep cycle sleep. So I don't know what accounts for that yet, but I'm really excited because I feel more refreshed and energetic. I am getting sick of the food. I find myself pining for salads, but it's not like a physical craving. It's just like, oh, I love that flavor and that texture. So those of you that fight cravings like me know the difference between a psychological craving and when your body's pulling you to eat something. So that's even manageable. So I'm still going strong, and I'm thinking today I'll incorporate some more bone broth maybe to help cover up for that little ice cream fiasco. Day 22 of the carnivore experiment, so I have just over a week left and time for another update. I'm down 15 pounds, and I'm surprised that my ketone levels are really high every day, like therapeutic levels. Everything I studied says too much protein kicks you out of ketosis, but something about an extreme low-carb diet, I guess, compensates for that. So that might be why I'm losing weight as fast as I am, and also why I have almost no appetite. I do have some bad side effects or things that I thought I'd report on because I want to be honest. Like 2 nights ago at 2 a.m, I woke up with acid reflux, and I never get acid reflux unless I'm pregnant. So it was just a momentary, but it was enough to wake me up, and it was really bad. Everything I read said that could be from too much fat in one meal, and hours earlier I'd had a really high fat meal. So maybe, but it was an isolated incident. Also, I have really light, like 3 really light bruises that I don't remember bumping myself. So unexplained and easy bruising can be a sign of mineral and vitamin deficiencies, a few different ones. So I'll be watching that and checking that. It's interesting because these carnivore experts all have an answer for everything. And of course, you know, vegetarians have arguments for everything, and it's so polarized, but I'm learning through this experiment that nothing's as easy as you think it is, and nutrition is so incredibly complex because, yeah, I'm not getting enough vitamin C by conventional parameters, but when you don't eat vegetables, you actually don't need as much vitamin C, and your body gets sufficient at recycling it, so you can't really go by conventional measures, right? There's no one size fits all. So this is really a confusing experiment for me, but also exciting. So energy levels are still really good. I did run out of gas in today's workout, and that could be because it was just plain too hard for me. I'm still a beginner, or I've had a lot of stress lately. There's different reasons, or it could be I'm watching because I could be plateauing in my carnivore energy surge. So we'll see what's going on there. Just keeping you posted, and also at the end of this, I will have a detailed account of all my data and experiences and some recipes and things. So it's fun to learn, right? Let me know if you're experimenting with carnivore or anything else, and if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey, day 24 carnivore and just checking in again. I have less than a week left and I'm actually confused about my exit strategy. I might continue on a little more. I'm not sure yet though. So I'm reading a lot and learning a lot, and my favorite part has been talking with other people who are doing carnivore, and they come into the store and chat with me, or they connect on Facebook or Instagram, and their stories are amazing. I'm hearing these healing stories, autoimmune conditions that had no hope of progress that are clearing up, conditions that have lasted for years that are improving, weight loss from people who've been plateaued for years. It's just really incredibly encouraging. Speaking of experimenting, I have tried new things this week. I've tried sardines with the bones in and skin on, which I could never mentally deal with before. I've had pork heart. I made a killer Alfredo over shrimp, which was delicious. Liver pate I'm making friends with, so that's a new one for me. And also New Frontier is being craving free. I made the world's biggest, fudgiest, chocolatiest cake and wasn't phased, didn't lick a beater, didn't even bother me to smell it. I baked banana bread, I've made pasta, all these things that don't even turn my head. I did not think that was even possible. It is possible. So good things are in store. And as for healing conditions, people that I have, loved ones doing carnivore with me, are seeing encouraging improvements that make me kind of not want to give up yet. And just like that, I did it. I made my 30 days of carnivore, eating only meat and very little plants for an entire month. I celebrated with a final meal of lobster tails and tuna poke. My kids were amazed when I walked through the door with lobster tails for everybody. It was quite the splurge and it was delicious. So how did my 30 days go? Amazing. In fact, I'm still in awe of the results that I got. So let's break it down a little bit. My average daily calories during the month were 1,134. If you look at my log, you'll notice a few days I was higher than that, and most days I was way under that, and some days I hardly ate at all. With almost no appetite and no cravings, it was easy to go without food. However, I didn't have a lag in energy or any other indication that I was doing my body harm. So it was very intuitive. I didn't set a calorie goal. I just settled at less than what my normal BMR is. So that was cool. My average daily ketones measured it at 1.7, and this was pretty steady. I only fell out of ketosis once, and that was on vacation when I had my little cheat day, and sometimes I was well over 2.0. So I was surprised to be in ketosis constantly, because everything I read told me that high protein would kick me out of ketosis. Yet here I was in what could be called optimal levels for nutritional ketosis, and that was amazing. So really, it's no surprise that I lost 16.5 pounds in 30 days, which was really everything I had to lose, and I found myself at my ideal weight and feeling better than ever. 10 pounds came off really quickly in the first week, and after that it was slower but steady weight loss. I want to be careful to note that these are not what I'd call typical results. I couldn't guarantee that anybody going on carnivore would lose this much in 30 days. Some would lose more, some would lose less. It depends very much on your body composition and your experience. But that was mine. Overall, I had incredible sleep quality, through the roof energy levels, and absolutely no cravings or munchies, and really not even much of an appetite. So would I do this again? Well, as we flash through some of my favorite dishes I ate while on this diet, I have to say I would. I don't have a medical condition that would require me to sacrifice yummy, delicious plant foods forever. So I'm not what I would call a permanent carnivore, but a temporary carnivore for sure. I would do this again as a way to jumpstart weight loss, or kind of a cleanse or a reboot if I needed. Maybe I'd consider doing this occasionally once a year, like a month in the winter perhaps, when there's not so many tantalizing summer goodies to eat. Anyway, this was a great experience. If you're interested in having a carnivore experience of your own, don't hesitate to reach out. I have a Get Going guide free on my website. I'm available for free consultations, and I would love to help you figure out how to do this safely for yourself. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you later.